Hello everyone, good morning all. So could you please confirm me whether I'm audible or not? Ping me in the comment box, I'll check your messages. Could you please confirm whether I'm audible or not? Okay, so let's start the session for today. See, what I've done is I've divided the entire previous 10 years questions of polity. Okay, so 10 years questions of polity I have divided. Now I have divided them into chapters. So first I'll start with uh, parliament. So in the parliament there are few questions. So first we'll go with this parliament chapter, and then slowly, okay, so we'll move to fundamental rights and all. So for today we are starting with parliament. Okay, so in the parliament I have taken all the previous year questions. Okay, in between I'll ask you the question, I'll check your comments, and then I'll continue the session. Okay, so give me a minute, guys. Fine, so let me start with the first question for today. So this is the first question. Consider the following statements. The Rajya Sabha has no power either to reject or to amend a money bill. The Rajya Sabha cannot vote on the demand for grants. The Rajya Sabha cannot discuss the annual financial statement, which means budget. Okay, so he's asking for the correct statement. Okay, so now your options are A, one only, B, C, D. Pick one among the answers. Later I'll tell you. Later I'll give you the explanation, but for now, give me the answers. One only. No. I mean, just give me the answers like A, B, C, D. Okay. Sana, your answer is A. Okay. And then Jyoti Priya, A. Himasai, A. Mukesh Gaud, D. Fine. Any more answers? Pavan, A. Mukesh, D. Any more answers, guys? Yes, you have to note down the things. Okay, so keep a pen and paper with you. I'll give you the explanation, note down the things. Okay, fine. So let me tell you something. None of your answers is correct. So let me explain you the answer here. See, first we'll talk about article 109, because I mean, see, here he's talking about money bill. Okay, so demand for grants, again it's a part of money bill. Annual financial statement, which means budget, it is a part of money bill. Okay, so let's talk about money bill. So money bill, the definition is given in article 110. Yes, but the thing here is the process is given in article 109. So let me explain you the process once. See, first, prior recommendation of president is needed. Prior recommendation of president is needed. Okay, once we'll get the prior recommendation, the bill can be introduced only in Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha will pass the bill by simple majority. Okay, once the bill is passed, then it will move to Rajya Sabha. Here, Rajya Sabha cannot vote on the bill. It cannot vote on the bill, but it can discuss. But it can discuss and it can give suggestions to the Lok Sabha. Again, these suggestions are not binding on the Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha can consider it or may not consider it. But Rajya Sabha can give recommendations to the Lok Sabha. If it is not taking any action, then it has maximum 14 days. After 14 days, what happens is automatically the bill is deemed to be passed. So once The bill is passed, then it will reach to president. The president will give his assent and the bill becomes act. So this is the process of money bill. So with this knowledge, now try to solve the question. Now try to solve the question, guys. See. Okay, fine. See. Now, Rajya Sabha has no power either to reject or to amend a bill. Yes, money bill. It cannot reject or it cannot amend. It can give suggestions, but these suggestions are not binding on the Lok Sabha. Okay, so statement 1 is correct. Statement 1 is correct. So remove all the options which doesn't have statement 1. So here I've got C. So option elimination method we'll call this as. Next, the Rajya Sabha cannot vote on the demand for grants. Obviously, demand for grants is nothing but money bill. Rajya Sabha cannot vote on the demand for grants. So obviously, this option is also true. So remove all the options which doesn't has option 2. So we are left with two more things. Rajya Sabha cannot discuss on the annual financial statement. See, I have told you Rajya Sabha can discuss. Yes, which means this option is wrong. So remove all the options which has option 3. So remove this option and we are left with option B. So tell me, this question is clear? So your answer is B. If the question is clear, we'll be moving to another question. Ping me in the comment section. Yes, yes. Okay. No doubts here? Sure? Fine. So next question is this. When a bill is referred to joint sitting of both the houses of the parliament, it has to be passed by, your options are simple majority of the members present and voting, 3/4 majority of members present and voting, 2/3 and absolute majority. So give me your answers, guys. Option A. Yes, option A, option A, option A. Yes, yes. So yes, your option is option A. Option A. But we'll have a detailed discussion here again. So when we'll talk about joint sitting, which article it is? Which article it is? Joint sitting? Joint sitting article. Which article it is? 107, wrong. 108. Yes. So article 108. Article 108. So article 108 talks about joint sitting. Okay. So here joint sitting, when it happens, when a bill is passed by one house and it is rejected by another house, then we'll call for the joint sitting. And the next option we have is when a bill is passed by one house and later in the another house the bill is not rejected, but what happened is it was pending in the house since 6 months. Then also president can call for joint sitting using article 108. Article 108. But the thing here is this is applicable only for ordinary bills. Only for ordinary bills. It will not be applicable for money bill, constitutional amendment bill. For these two things, it is not applicable. Understood? Yes? Clear, right? So note down all these points, okay? If it is clear, then I'll tell something about but sir. Yes, Abhishek. So if you have any questions, immediately ask me, guys. Clear? For one election, one nation, joint committee formed. See, joint committee is different, guys. See, joint committee is different. See, what happens is parliamentary committees will be there, right? So if any problem is there with the bill, they will be assigning those bills to the parliamentary committees. Okay, so parliamentary committees, if it has members from both Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha, then it is called as joint committee. Okay, so joint committee is different, joint sitting is different. Okay, fine. So let me explain some other things. Fine. See, in the joint sitting, what happens is in Lok Sabha, speaker will preside the house. If speaker is not there, deputy speaker will preside the house. In Rajya Sabha, chairman will preside the house. If chairman is not there, deputy chairman will preside the house. But in joint sitting, under Article 108, speaker will preside. And the rules applicable here is Lok Sabha rules. I mean, we already know for Lok Sabha the rules are different and for the Rajya Sabha rules are different. So here the rules applicable will be Lok Sabha if speaker is absent. Okay, then deputy speaker will preside the house. If deputy speaker is also absent, then deputy chairman will preside the house. Deputy chairman will preside the house. If deputy chairman is also absent, then members will choose. Both Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha members will choose. Okay, here this is clear. See here, no role for chairman because chairman is vice president, guys. If you have to give, then you have to give the top priority. So, however, you are not giving him the top priority, so you shouldn't have to include him. Okay, if you are including, then this is going to be a disrespect for them. Okay, so once the presiding officer is fixed, now the bill will be passed by simple majority, which means the majority of members present and voting. The majority of members presented and voted. Done? Clear? Now my question is, till now, how many times we have seen this joint sitting? Till now, how many times we have seen this joint sitting? Yes, Mukesh, right, 3 times. Okay, so till now we have seen 3 times. How many times? 3 times. First one is Dowry Prohibition Act. (1961), and then Banking Service Commission. Just like we have UPSC, Union Public Service Commission, before we used to have Banking Service Commission only. Okay, so we have removed this and we came up with IBPS. Okay, so Banking Service Commission, we have repealed this Repeal Act in 1978, and then Prevention of Terrorism Act. Prevention of Terrorism Act 2003. So till now we have seen this for thrice. Okay, I mean this is 2002, implemented in 2003. Okay, fine, 2002. So till now we have seen 3 times. Done with this? Yes, clear? Should I move to next question? Yes. Okay, fine. See, this is the third question. With reference to union government, consider the following statements. First one is, the Department of Revenue is responsible for the preparation of union budget that is presented to the parliament. Second one is, no amount can be withdrawn from the Consolidated Fund of India without the authorization from the Parliament of India. Third one, all the disbursements made from the public account of India also need the authorization from the Parliament of India. Which of the statements given is or are correct? First, understand this. Make a note of this word, okay? Whether they are asking for correct or incorrect, first you have to make a note of that word, okay? Now explain me. Option D, Pawan. Okay. Any other answers? A bit faster, guys. Option D. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Option B. Vamsi. Option B. Okay. Any more options? Option D, option D, option D. Jyotipriya, Jai Shankar. So what happened, guys? Not even a single correct answer from now till now. Not even a single correct answer. A, Pawan. No. C. Yes, C is the correct answer. So let me explain this question. See, see, the Department of Revenue is responsible for the preparation of union budget that is presented to the Parliament. Okay, so this is wrong because the Department of Economic Affairs, Department of Economic Affairs will prepare the budget. Department of Economic Affairs will prepare the budget. So first one is wrong. So here he is asking for the correct statement. So remove all the statements which is having option 1. We are left with B and C. No amount can be withdrawn from the Consolidated Fund of India without the authorization from the Parliament of India. Obviously, without the consent from the Parliament of India, we cannot withdraw even a single penny from the Consolidated Fund of India. So this is correct. So check for the options. Both the options are having option 2. So we need to check the third one as well. All the disbursements made from the public account of India also need the authorization from the Parliament of India. No, this is wrong. See, let me explain you something. We have 3 accounts. One is, which article it is? Consolidated Fund of India. Which article it is? Consolidated Fund of India. Which article? $262 wrong. 117 wrong. 266 Vamsi, yes. Article 266 talks about Consolidated Fund of India, and then we have Contingency Fund of India, and then we have Public Accounts of India. So this is Article 266 clause 2, and this is Article 267. This is Article 267. This is Article 267. So here, if you have to draw even a single penny, then here you need to get the permission of the Parliament. Okay. So here, government will take the decision, and here also government will take the decision. So here, no need of parliamentary approval. Okay. So now you can see all the disbursements made from public accounts also need authorization from Parliament of India. No, Government of India authorization is required. Done? Clear with this? So this is wrong. So we are left with only this option is also eliminated. So your option is, answer is C. Clear? 266 clause 1, not A. Okay, so clear with this? Shall we move to next question? Yes? Fine. So your next question is, which of the following statements is or are correct? A bill pending in Lok Sabha lapses on its prorogation. A bill pending in the Rajya Sabha which has not been passed by the Lok Sabha shall not lapse on the dissolution of the Lok Sabha. So select the correct answer using C. Here the keyword is correct answer. So he's not asking for the not correct. Okay. So he's asking for the correct answer. So tell me the answer first, then I'll explain. Make it fast, guys. Option A. Pavan. Okay. Any more options? Two only. Option B. Abhishek. Option C. Jayashankar. Option D. Okay, B. You can see so many people here, but only few are responding. No worries if it is wrong answer also. Okay, so if you will make some wrong answers as well, then only you'll get to learn something there. Okay, so give me the answers. It's okay. Mukesh, B. Mariam, C. Vamsi, A. Okay, so first let me explain you the concept first, then I'll ask you the answers again. Okay, see, bill pending chances. There are three places. One, the bill may be pending in Lok Sabha. Second one, the bill may be pending in Rajya Sabha, and the bill may be pending with the president. Only three options are available. Okay. Now, two formulas I'll tell you. Okay. So whatever the bill which is in touch with the Lok Sabha, it will lapse for sure. With the dissolution of Lok Sabha, it will lapse for sure. Whatever the bill, okay, if it is in touch with the president, it will survive. Only two formulas. The bill which touches the Lok Sabha, with the dissolution of Lok Sabha, it will lapse for sure. Second formula is, if it is in touch with the president, it will not lapse. It will survive. Okay, only two formulas. So let's say the bill is in Lok Sabha. Okay, so how the bill can be in Lok Sabha? The first case is the bill is introduced in the Lok Sabha. The discussion is going on. Okay, meanwhile the Lok Sabha is dissolved. What I have told you, if a bill is in touch with the Lok Sabha, then it will dissolve for sure. Okay, so this will dissolve. I mean, it will lapse. Okay, so let me lapse. It will lapse for sure. Fine. Second case is a bill is introduced in Rajya Sabha, passed by Rajya Sabha. Now it has reached Lok Sabha. Now the discussions are going on. Okay. Meanwhile, the Lok Sabha is dissolved. Now what happens? Obviously, a bill which will be in touch with the Lok Sabha, it will dissolve for, it will lapse for sure. So this is also lapse. Okay. Now second option is the bill can be in Rajya Sabha. How a bill can reach Rajya Sabha? If a bill is directly introduced in Rajya Sabha, okay, the discussions are going on. Meanwhile, what happened is Lok Sabha is dissolved. Okay, So here, this bill, this hasn't touched the Lok Sabha yet, so this will survive. So this will not lapse. This will not lapse. And the second option here is a bill introduced in Lok Sabha, passed by Lok Sabha, reached to Rajya Sabha, discussions are going in Rajya Sabha. Meanwhile, what happened is Lok Sabha is dissolved. Know what happens? It is already in touch with the Lok Sabha. So obviously it will lapse. Obviously it will lapse. Next option will be President. So here, a bill passed in Lok Sabha, passed by Rajya Sabha, went to President. Meanwhile, what happened is President hasn't signed on the bill yet. But meanwhile, what happened is Lok Sabha dissolved. Okay, the bill which is in touch with the President, it will survive. So will not lapse. Will not lapse. And the second option is bill passed by Lok Sabha, rejected by Rajya Sabha. So the bill has reached to President and President has called for the joint sitting. President has called for joint sitting. Meanwhile, what happened is Lok Sabha is dissolved. Because it has touched the President, it will survive. It will survive. The third option is Parliament has passed the bill, both houses has passed the bill, and it has reached to President. Now what President has done is he has sent back the bill for reconsideration. Let's say he has sent the bill to Rajya Sabha or Lok Sabha. Meanwhile, what happened is Lok Sabha is dissolved. But still, it has touched the President, so it will survive. So which means it will not lapse. So these are the cases. Understood these cases? Merely 7 cases. Understood? Yes? Clear? Okay. Last one once again explains it. See, Parliament, I mean Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha both has passed the bill. Okay, it has reached to President. President, I mean, he has suspension veto power, right? In Article 111, we have already explained he has suspension veto power, which means he can send back the bill to the legislature for once. Okay, so he has sent the bill to the legislature. Meanwhile, what happened is Lok Sabha is dissolved, but still it has touched the President already, so it will survive. It will survive. Okay, so now with this knowledge, explain. See, a bill pending in the Lok Sabha lapses on its prorogation. See, it will not depend on prorogation or summoning the session. Okay, summon prorogation, it will not affect the bill. So this is wrong. Even the session is summoned or prorogued, it doesn't has any effect on the bill. So this option is wrong. Second one is a bill pending in Rajya Sabha which has not been passed by the Lok Sabha, which means directly the bill is introduced in the Rajya Sabha. Meanwhile, the Lok Sabha is dissolved. Meanwhile, the Lok Sabha is dissolved. So here the bill will not lapse. I have already told you. See, the bill is directly introduced in the Rajya Sabha, so the bill will not lapse. So this is correct. So here we have only 2. So this is your answer. Option B is your answer. Clear? Clear? In Rajya Sabha case, once again, sir. See, Rajya Sabha case, nothing. See, if the bill is directly introduced in the Rajya Sabha, so it doesn't touch the Lok Sabha yet. Meanwhile, the Lok Sabha is dissolved. So here it will survive. Okay. If the bill is passed by the Lok Sabha and reached to the Rajya Sabha, in between what happened is Lok Sabha is dissolved. It has already touched the Lok Sabha, so the bill will lapse. So remember those 2 formulas, guys. It will serve your purpose. Done? Clear? Yes, yes. Madhuri, now you understood? Fine. Here is the next question. The Parliament of India exercises control over the functions of the Council of Ministers through adjournment motion, question or supplementary questions. Select the correct answers, guys. Here also your keyword is correct. Okay. So give me the answer. Option D. Abhishek. Any more answers? Jyoti Priya D. Maria Manjum D. Pawan Sanjay Gaikwad D. 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 Fine. Option D. Yes, option D is the correct answer. So here, the Parliament of India exercises control over the Council of Ministers through which of the following things. Okay. So in the adjournment motion, what happens is, if anything urgent matter is there, the house is already going through a process. Okay. What these guys will do is, they'll adjourn the process which is already going in the house. Okay. And they will discuss on that particular urgent important matter. Okay. So here the important thing you need to remember is, adjournment motion can be introduced only in Lok Sabha. And the second one is, urgent and public importance matters only be discussed. Third one, approval of the speaker is mandatory. Approval of the speaker is mandatory. And the second one is question hour. Question hour. So obviously here, the Parliament exercises control over ministers only. If anything urgent is there, they'll ask to the particular minister only, right? So this is for sure correct. Question hour. So question hour, generally it varies, guys. So generally from 11 to 12 noon it is. Okay. So here what happens is, legislature will ask questions to the ministers. Okay. Again, the questions will be of three types: start, unstart, and short notice questions. Short notice questions. What's the difference here is, start means the answer will be given orally. Here supplementary questions can be asked. Okay, which means you said what is your name? I said my name is Vinod. Okay, then immediately you can ask the supplementary questions, what you are doing. Okay, then I can reply as polity faculty, and then you can ask me so many questions, and then I have to answer your questions. So here this is orally answered and supplementary questions can be asked. So here, written format, supplementary, I mean, obviously, he'll give you a document. So to whom you will ask the supplementary questions. So here, there is no option for supplementary questions. And short notice questions is generally here, whenever you are asking for these questions, so 10 days notice will be given. After 10 days only, they will answer you. Okay. But here, short notice questions, they are a kind of urgent matters. So urgent matters need to be addressed immediately. So within the span of 10 days, they'll give you the answer. Okay. So this is short notice question. Here also supplementary questions are allowed. Again, supplementary questions to whom you'll ask? Obviously to the ministers only. So here, the Parliament of India exercises control over the Council of Ministers through adjournment motion, question hour, and supplementary questions. So your answer is option D. So your next question is? Okay, next question is, with reference to the Parliament of India, consider the following statements. A private bill is a bill presented by a member of parliament who is not elected but only nominated by the President of India. Recently, a private member bill has been passed in the Parliament of India for the first time in its history. So which of the following is or are correct? Now give me your answer. Option D. This is for previous question, right? For this question, give me your answers. Option B, A. Option B, A. No, also D. Okay. We'll see. These are novels. Fine. Okay. Let me explain you. Okay. So let me explain you this question. See, what is private member bill? So private member bill is nothing but a person who is an MP, who is a MP, but he's not a minister. He's not a minister, which means he's not holding any ministry. If this kind of person, if he is introducing a bill, then the bill is called as private bill, private member bill. But here what he is saying, a private member bill is a bill presented by member of parliament who is not elected but only nominated. No, it doesn't matter whether he is elected or nominated. If he is not a minister, then it is a private member bill. So this is wrong. Recently, a private member bill has been passed in the Parliament of India for the first time in its history. See, till now, almost 6 bills are passed, private bills are passed. Okay, and the last time the bill was passed in 1970, and the bill is the Supreme Court extension of criminal appellate jurisdiction powers. Extension of criminal appellate jurisdiction powers. Okay, so last time this bill was passed. Okay, recently, I mean, this question he has asked in 2016, it seems. Okay, so at that time, 2014, a private member bill was introduced in the House, which is the rights Transgenders Rights Act bill. Transgenders Rights bill. This was introduced in 2014. This was passed by Rajya Sabha, but this was rejected by Lok Sabha. So the last time this private member bill was introduced and passed in 1917. After 1917, there is no private member bill passed. Okay, so this recently, this is wrong. So your option will be neither 1 nor 2. So option D is your correct answer. Sorry, D is correct. Fine, understood this one? Yes? Yes, right? So your next question, consider the following statements. In the first Lok Sabha, the largest party in the opposition was Swatantra Party. In the Lok Sabha, a leader of opposition was recognized for the first time in 1969. And third one is, in Lok Sabha, if a party does not have minimum 75 members, its leaders cannot be recognized as the leader of the opposition. Okay. Now give me the correct answer. Option C, option C, option C, option C. Okay, fine. So let me explain this question because there is a fact associated here. See, in the first Lok Sabha, okay, so in 1952, the single largest party in the opposition was Swatantra Party. Actually, the Congress, it has majority, okay, and it has formed the government. And the next party is Communist Party, which has got 16 seats. How many? 16 seats. But he is telling something about Swatantra Party, so this is obviously wrong. So remove all the options which has option 1. And we are left with 2 more options. In the Lok Sabha, leader of the opposition was recognized for the first time in 1969. Yes, this is correct. And the next one is, in the Lok Sabha, if a party does not have minimum of 75 members, its leaders cannot be recognized as leader of the opposition. See, to recognize someone as leader of the opposition, actually we need 10%. So total number of seats here is 543. 543. So 10% of 543 is 54.3, which means 55 seats, but he is saying 75 seats. So obviously this is also wrong, and your answer will be option B. Your answer will be option B. Yes. Now the question here is, for the first time leader of the opposition, okay, he is recognized for the first time in 1969, but at that time there is no legal status for him, which means this is not a statutory post. Okay, he got legal status in which year? In which year this position got legal status? In which year? Give me the answers, guys. In which year? This I have explained you in the parliament. In which year? See, last time Abhishek, 55 seats for the Congress. Okay, so what happened here is, that's coalition. Okay, so purely it doesn't got 55 seats. This BJP guys, they want to spread this. Once upon a time, Congress is the biggest party. Now it doesn't got even 55 seats. Okay, so this message BJP want to spread among the nation. That's the reason it hasn't given the leader of opposition to the Congress party. Okay, so out of coalition they have got 55 seats, but coalition parties will not get leader of the opposition. That's coalition 77, I think. Okay, this time Congress got 55, more than 55. So this time they have got the leader of opposition, but last time they haven't got the leader of opposition. Okay, yes, single party they need. Mukesh, yes, true. Fine. 1973, no, wrong. Any other answers, guys? So my question is different and your questions are different. First, tell me, a leader of the opposition in which year has got the legal status? This position has got the legal status. So it's 1977, guys. Note down this year as well. So here two things about the leader of opposition. In 1969, first time we have recognized the position, and in 1977, this position has got the legal status. Okay, so a law is passed on that year, which has made this position a statutory position. Fine, Abhishek, correct, 1977. Okay, next question is, with reference to the Parliament of India, which of the parliamentary committees scrutinizes and reports to the House whether the powers to make regulations, rules, sub-rules, by-rules, etc. conferred by the Constitution or delegated by the Parliament are being properly exercised by the executive within the scope of such delegation? Committee on Government Assurances, Committee on Subordinate Legislation, Rules Committee, Business Advisory Committee. Give me the answer, guys. Option A. Option D. Any more answers? Option D. Fine. Any other answers? Option A. Okay, fine. Leave. This question I'll explain. Okay. So keep an heading as delegative legislation. Delegative legislation. Keep a heading as delegative legislation. See, what happens here is, first listen to the concept. Okay. Whenever legislature makes the laws, in the law itself, what happens is it will give powers to the executive to frame the rules. By using these powers, they will frame the rules, bylaws, orders, and all. Okay. So example, there is an act, Motor Vehicles Act. Okay. So there is an act, Motor Vehicles Act. Sorry, guys. Give me one moment. So unfortunately, one moment. Okay. So there is an act which is Motor Vehicles Act. Okay. So in the Motor Vehicles Act, what happens here is, okay, so Parliament has passed the Act, Motor Vehicles Act. But the thing here is, once it is passed, okay, now the rules and the traffic challans and fines, all these things are made by the particular Road and Transportation Ministry. Okay. So here, the Motor Vehicle Act, which is legislature, okay, and the rules, traffic challans, fines, and these all things are made by executive. Okay. So this is the thing, and these are called as rules, bylaws, and regulations. Okay. So give me a moment. Meanwhile, if you have any questions till now, you can ask me. Okay. Node magnitude. So which question we are in? Yes. So here, keep a heading as delegative legislation. So this you understood, right? Law made by legislature, and in the law itself, it will transfer the powers to the executive to make the rules, bylaws, orders. Okay. So whenever they are making the rules, bylaws, and orders, they cannot cross this power which is given in the law. One thing. And second thing is, it should be in line with the constitution. It should be in line with the constitution. So here we have two tasks. Whenever they are making the rules, bylaws, and orders, they should make the rules, bylaws, and orders within the power given by the law. And the second one is, Parliament has to ensure that it is not violating, these rules, bylaws, and orders, it is not violating the constitution. We have seen Article 13 clause 2. Okay. If a law, if it is not in line with the constitution or fundamental rights, okay, the law till the violent of extent of violation, it will be declared as null and void. So here parliament has two things to do. One, it has to check whether the executive is doing these things within the power which is given in the law or not. And the second one is they have to make sure that it is not violating constitution and thus fundamental rights. Okay, so for this purpose they have formed a committee called Committee of Subordinate Legislation, because this delegative legislation, there is another word called as subordinate legislation. Okay, actual name is subordinate legislation only, but if we'll give subordinate legislation, then your answer will be quite simple. That's the reason here he has given the delegated legislation word. Okay, so understood this one, right? So this is the scenario, delegative legislation. So this powers using executive will make bylaws, rules and orders. These things must be in line with the law and the constitution. To ensure this, we have a committee on subordinate legislation. So here this will have two committees, one in Rajya Sabha and another one in Lok Sabha. And in Rajya Sabha 15 members will be there and the tenure is 1 year, and in Lok Sabha also 15 members will be there and the tenure is 1 year. Here the chairman is appointed by speaker and here the chairman is appointed by chairman. Okay, so this is all about subordinate legislation or delegative legislation. So your answer is option B. Understood this one? Clear, right? So make a note of this committee on subordinate legislation. Clear? Shall we move to the another question? Sir, so Motor Vehicle Act fines and penalties framed different by the states. Yes, it depends actually. See, actually law and order, it's a part of state list, right? Okay. So state list, obviously different states will have different challans. Okay. And the challans will be decided by the executive. The law will be framed by the legislature. Chairman is appointed by, see here in the Rajya Sabha, the committee on subordinate legislation chairman will be appointed by chairman, which means our vice president. And in the Lok Sabha, here out of 15 members, one must be chairman, right? So that chairman will be appointed by speaker. And the tenure is 1 year. Yes, any more questions? Understood, right? Sir, could you please? What happened? Discuss bit about other three options. Everything will be covered. Okay, no worries. Once these questions are done, everything will be covered. Fine? Yes, fine. This is all about delegative legislation. Now, question number 9 regarding money bill, which of the following statements is not correct? A bill shall be deemed to be a money bill if it contains only provisions related to imposition, abolition, remission, alteration or regulation of any tax. B. Money bill has provisions for the custody of the Consolidated Fund of India or the Contingency Fund of India. Money bill is concerned with the appropriation of money out of Contingency Fund of India. Money bill deals with the regulation of borrowings of money or giving of any guarantee by the government of India. So here, which of the following is not correct? So here your task is, you need to pick an option which is not correct. Option C, Sana. Any other options? Confusing question. Yes, a bit confusing. But no worries, I'll explain you. Not able to understand. Fine. See. ये see. Okay. Just tell me which article gives you the definition of money bill? Which article? Which article will give you the definition of money bill? Article 110. Okay. Now let's see Article 110. Okay. Then we'll get the answer here. Article 110 defines money bill. See, money bill here he has given 7 things. Okay. So first thing is about tax. Okay. Imposition, abolition, remission, alteration. Okay. So anything, okay, of the tax related things will be considered as money bill, which means imposition. If you are imposing tax on something, abolition, already there is a chance, already there is a tax that you are abolishing. And third one, remission. Remission means, I mean, penalty charges will be there sometimes if you are not paying the tax, and sometimes tax is there, government will give you the discount, so 50% discount for 30 months, 30 days. Okay, so these kind of things are will comes under remission. Alteration means increasing or decreasing the existing tax. Okay, so these things will be considered as money bill. And the second one is regulation of government borrowings and guarantees. Government borrowings and guarantees, which means whenever government is taking the loan, okay, for them, if we are making a bill to regulate the borrowings of the government, then that bill is called as money bill. Okay, and second one is government sometimes it will make the guarantee, which means let's say a PSU is applying for the loan. No country is giving a loan for a PSU. Then government will come into the picture and it will be a guarantee for this PSU. Okay, and it will make sure that the country is going to provide loan for this PSU. So these kind of things is called as guaranteeing activities. Okay, so for these two things, if government is coming up with a bill which is regulating borrowings and guarantees, then also this is called as money bill. And third one is custody of CFI and contingency fund. See, custody means, see, here will take the money, okay, and will put the money. Will take the money and will put the money. So, if government is coming up with a bill to, there is, I mean, there will be a process, right? Example, to withdraw money from the Consolidated Fund of India, appropriation bill introduction is mandatory. Parliament has to give approval, then only you can get the money out of CFI. So these are the rules how to take money out of the CFI and how to put money into the CFI. Okay, for these kind of things, government is coming up with the rules, then it is called as custody of CFI and contingency fund of India. So for these kind of things, government is coming up with the bill, then it is also called as money bill. And the fourth one is appropriation of money, appropriation of money from CFI, Consolidated Fund of India. Appropriation means taking the permission of the parliament to get money out of CFI. And fifth one is declaring any expenditure as charged on CFI or increasing such a kind of expenditure. Increasing such an expenditure. Okay, see example, president salary is charged on the consolidated fund of India. Okay, now in future, if you are increasing the salary of the president, for that you need to come up with the bill first. Okay, that bill has to be introduced in the parliament, right? So this bill is considered as money bill. Okay, and one more thing, MP salaries, they are not charged on the consolidated fund of India. In future, if you are trying to make this MP salaries charged on the consolidated fund of India, then you have to come up with a bill, and this bill is going to be money bill. And the sixth one is receipt of money on CFI and public accounts of India and auditing these accounts. Okay, see here in the public accounts of India, CFI, if you are making rules for the receipt of money, how these accounts will receive the money. Okay, if you are making rules for that, you are introducing a bill in the parliament, then this is going to be money bill. And one more thing, if you are coming up with a bill to audit these accounts, CFI and PAI, public accounts of India, for these things, if you are coming up with a bill, then this is also called as money bill. Any of the above. So these 7 things, if there is there in a bill, then this bill is considered as a money bill. Understood this one? Any doubts here? Ask me, I'll explain again. So 7 points understood, right? Clear? Tax, imposition, abolition, all these things. Clear, right? Fifth point. Declaring any expenditure as charged on expenditure. See, charged expenditure means whenever you are introducing a bill in the parliament, so parliament will not discuss on this bill. Okay, directly they will pass the bill. Okay, discussions will be there, they won't vote on the bill, directly the bill will be passed. And the second thing is, these expenses, let's say my salary is charged from the consolidated fund of India, my salary is 2 lakhs. In future, if government wants to increase my salary, it can increase, it can keep my salary same, it can keep my salary same, but it cannot decrease my salary. Okay, those kind of things are called as charged on CFI. Okay, so if I want to make something, already, I mean, see, president's salary is already charged on CFA, but later tomorrow I am trying to increase his salary. To increase his salary, I have to come up with a bill, right? So here I'm increasing such an expenditure, so this bill will be considered as money bill. Or MP salary is not charged on CFA. Okay, in future, if I want to make MP salary charged on CFA, then I have to come up with a bill, and this bill will be called as money bill. Any other points to discuss? Yes, sir. No, clear. So this is Article 1, and this is quite simple, guys. People will confuse here the most, but the thing here is this is quite simple. Okay, now with this knowledge, we'll solve this question. See, a bill shall be deemed to be a money bill if it contains only provisions related to imposition, abolition, remission, alteration, regulation of any tax. I have told you. Imposition, abolition, remission means giving. Remission means understood, right? So penalties, okay, and giving discounts. And alteration means changing. Regulation means, I mean, if they are not paying, they have to face the charges. These all things, okay. This will be money bill. So this is correct. We are looking for not correct. A money bill has provisions for the custody of CFI or the contingency fund of India. I have told you rules to insert the money or take out the money. Okay, these two things will be considered here. Okay, so this is also correct. A money bill is concerned with the appropriation of money out of contingency fund. No. So money bill is concerned with the custody of contingency fund of India. But appropriation is not required. Appropriation means simply permission of parliament. permission of parliament is required only for consolidated fund of India, not for contingency fund of India or not for public accounts of India. So this is the wrong answer. So your option will be C. And the fourth option is a money bill deals with the regulation of borrowings of money or giving guarantee. I have already told you borrowing and guarantee. For these things, government is coming up with any bill, then this bill is also called as money bill. Clear now? Now tell me, is this question is confusing now? All you need to know is, you need to know the definition of the money bill. If you are clear with the definition of the money bill, then everything will be clear. Yes, fine. Next question. Yes, fine. In India, which of the following reviews the independent regulators in the sectors like telecommunication, insurance, electricity, etc.? No clear, sir. Okay, fine. See, give me the answer for this. See, I'll explain you these things. Okay. See, telecommunications, insurance, electricity, these things will come under ministers. Okay. So if somebody has to regulate ministers, then it must be parliament. Okay. So your options must be the committees of the parliament only. So here, finance commission, it is not a committee of parliament. Financial sector legislative reforms commission, Niti Ayog, these are not the committees of the parliament. Here the committees of the parliament is ad hoc committee, which means temporary committee appointed for a purpose. If a temporary committee appointed for a purpose of telecommunications, then obviously its task is that only. And parliamentary departmental committees, I have told you, right? 24 departmental committees. Okay. These committees has these tasks. First one is, it will verify the demand of grants. Once demand of grants are verified, now it will get the permission to take money from the CFI. Whenever it is taking permission from the CFI, okay, it will do the report. It will check the report, annual report. So annually the CAG will submit the report. The report will be checked by this 24 departmental committees. Along with this, Public Accounts Committee will also check the report of this ministries. Okay. So here your answer is one, ad hoc committee, second one is parliamentary departments committee, and third one is PAC. Since PAC is not in the option, your answers will be option 1 and 2. So your answer will be option A. Clear? Any doubts here? No? Next question. Consider the following statements. The Parliament Prevention of Disqualification Act 1959 exempts several posts from disqualification on the grounds of office of profit. Second one, the above mentioned act was amended 5 times. Third one, the term office of profit is well defined in the Constitution of India. CAG report along with 24 departmental committees, who will check? PAC, Public Accounts Committee. PAC will also check. I have told you, right? CAG will submit the report to the president. President will introduce the report into the parliament. This report will be given to the Public Accounts Committee. Along with the Public Accounts Committee, departmental committees, example like 24 departmental committees will be there, right? For a particular ministry, particular departmental committee will be there. That particular ministry report will be given to that particular departmental committee. Okay, but for PAC, all the ministries report will be given. Pawan automatically gets disconnected. About the class you are seeing? Option A. Option A. Okay, fine. We'll see. Option A, right? Fine, we'll see. Any more answers, guys? Any more answers? Option A? Fine. Okay, we'll see. See, this is quite simple, guys. I have already told you the term office of profit is not defined in the Constitution of India. But here the answer 3, like statement 3 is saying the term office of profit is well defined in the Constitution, which means this is for sure wrong. So you have to take out the options which are having answer statement 3 and you are left with 1. Okay, and you are left with 1. Now we'll see. See, actually, these qualifications are given. I mean, the office of profit is given in the Parliament Prevention of Disqualification Act 1959. Okay, it has amended for 5 times, and those 5 years write down. 1960, 1992, 1993, 2003, and 2013. And 2013, it has been amended for 5 times. Okay, so 1960, 1992, 1993, 2013. Okay, so this is quite simple. This is quite simple because we have statement 3. If we can eliminate statement 3, then obviously, see, UPSC, I mean, he won't ask you the facts directly. Okay, so through option elimination method, you can get the answers. Fine. Next question. Consider the following statements. The President of India can summon a session of the Parliament at such place as he thinks it. The Constitution of India provides for 3 sessions of the Parliament in a year, but it is not mandatory to conduct all the 3 sessions. There is no minimum number of days that the Parliament is required to meet in a year. Which of the following statements given above is or are correct? Give me the answers, guys. See, take it as a mock test only. Okay, so here just take it as a mock test. C. We'll see. Any other options? D. Okay, C, A, B. Okay, let me discuss. So this is related to Article 85, guys. Article 85. So Article 85 talks about 2 things. One, Article 85 Clause 1, it talks about summoning of session. Summoning of session by the President. Article 85 Clause 2A talks about prorogation. Okay, and Article 85 Clause 2B talks about dissolution of Lok Sabha. Okay, so see, President of India can summon a session. Yes, he will summon according to Article 85 Clause 1 at such place and such time as he thinks. Okay, so this is the exact words which are given in the Constitution. So first one is correct. So remove all the options which we don't have. Option statement 1. Second statement is the Constitution of India provides for 3 sessions of the Parliament in a year, but it is not mandatory to conduct all the 3 sessions. So here in the same clause, they have given the maximum time period in between 2 sessions must not be more than 6 months. Okay, which means, so if there is session A, session B, The gap between the sessions he has given, but he has not mentioned 3 sessions. These 3 sessions which we are following, it is out of convention. Budget session, monsoon session, winter session, this is out of convention. This is not given in the constitution. In the constitution, they have given only 6 months time period. So this is wrong. So no option is eliminated. There is no minimum number of days that the parliament is required to meet. Yes, obviously, they have told us that minimum 6 months gap must not be exceeded. Okay, but if a session is concluded, he has not given any time period, like for this month, like for these many days the session has to continue, minimum number of days he has not given in the constitution. Okay, so the session can carry for 1 day, 1 hour, okay, 1 minute also, because the time period is not given in the constitution. So this is also true. So your answer will be option C. Any questions here? Okay, clear? This one is clear, right? Yes. So we'll move to next question. Yes. So Rajya Sabha has equal powers with Lok Sabha in, he has given 4 statements. The matter of creating new All India services. So this is Article 311. So Article 311, it's an exclusive power for Rajya Sabha. So here Rajya Sabha is superseding Lok Sabha. So not equal powers. So here Rajya Sabha is superseding Lok Sabha. Amendment of the Constitution. Yes, amendment of the Constitution. Both has to pass the bill with the special majority. So this is your option. The removal of the government. Government removal means motions you need to confidence or no confidence motions you have to introduce. Motions confidence, no confidence you can introduce only in the Lok Sabha. So this is the special power of Lok Sabha. Making cut motions. Cut motions, I have already told you, policy cut, economy cut, these things, whenever we are introducing budget means money bill. Money bill is exclusive power of Lok Sabha. So cut motions can be introduced only in the Lok Sabha. So this is the special power of Lok Sabha and this is the special power of Lok Sabha. This is the special power of Rajya Sabha, and here both have equal powers. So your option is option B. Okay. Yes, everybody got the correct answer here. Next question. Now this, tell me. This is also quite simple. Give me the answer for this. Along with the budget, the finance ministry also places other documents before the parliament, which include the macroeconomic framework statement. The aforesaid document is presented because this is mandated by long-standing parliamentary convention, Article 112, Article 110 of Class 1, Article 13 of the Indian Constitution, provisions of fiscal FRBM Act. So give me the answers, guys. Quite simple. Don't think much. Okay, your answer is FRBM Act 2003. FRBM Act 2003. Okay, so what this FRBM Act is saying is, okay, so whenever you are introducing the budget, along with the budget, few more documents are required. Few more documents are required. First one is medium term fiscal policy statement. Medium term fiscal policy statement. So along with the budget, you need to introduce this statement. So what this statement is, this is a rolling out target of next 3 years. Rolling target of next 3 years. So whenever they're introducing the budget, in the budget they'll come up with revenue deficit, fiscal deficit, but all the deficits, right? Okay, so here If the deficit is, let's say, 6%, they will give you the targets here. By the next year, we are trying to decrease the deficit by 5%. Okay, and the next year 4%, and the next year 3%. Okay, so here fiscal deficit and revenue deficit targets of next 3 years will be given in the medium term fiscal policy statement. Okay, and the second statement is fiscal policy strategy statement. Fiscal policy strategy statement. Fiscal policy strategy statement. So what this statement is, see, expenditure, receipts, loans, borrowings. Okay, how they are going to do the expenditure, how they are going to generate the income, what is the process they are going to get the borrowings, and all these things will be in detail, they will be explaining in the fiscal policy strategy statement. And then macroeconomic framework statement. Macroeconomic framework statement. So in this statement, the GDP, okay, the inflation, and the external sectors like the balance of payment, all these things will be, explained in this macroeconomic statement. See, when this FRBM Act came in 2003, it is mandated to submit these 3 statements along with the budget. But it has amended, and later one more thing was added. Okay, by 2012 amendment, which is medium term expenditure framework. Medium term expenditure framework statement. Medium term expenditure framework statement. So here rolling targets of next 3 years will be given for the expenditure, like in which sector they are going to make the expenditure, all these things will be given in the statement for the next 3 years, so that the investors, foreign investors, they can come to India, they'll get clear idea that, I mean, in future these are the sectors that Indian government is going to invest. So I mean, they will be aware of all these things. That's the reason in 2012 they have amended the FRBM Act, and in the FRBM Act they have kept this as a mandatory statement to introduce medium term expenditure framework statement. Understood? Fiscal policy strategy statement. What happened, Manjula? Okay, he's just writing the names. Okay, so these are the things. Okay, and your answer is noted down, right? Any doubts here? So now you can answer, right? Fiscal Responsibility and Budget Management Act, FRBM Act. So any doubts here, guys? Simple. One more question and I'll wrap it up the session here. Okay, so one more question. See, this is quite interesting. Consider the following statements. In India, there is no law restricting the candidates from contesting in one Lok Sabha election from 3 constituencies. Okay, in 1991 Lok Sabha election, Sridevi Lal contested from 3 Lok Sabha constituencies. As per the existing rules, if a candidate contests in one Lok Sabha election from many constituencies, his or her party should bear the cost of by-elections to the constituencies vacated by him or her in the event of him or her winning in all the constituencies. Okay, so give me the answer for this. Quite interesting question, guys. C. Okay, we'll see. So daily we'll be having this session. Okay, so I thought of keeping the session for 1 hour, but somehow it has extended for 1.5 hours. Okay, but still this is quite effective, and quite useful for you guys. So don't miss the session, guys. Fine. So option C, everybody is going with option C. We'll see. Okay, fine. In India, there is no law restricting the candidates from contesting in one Lok Sabha election from 3 constituencies. See, actually what happens is there is an act called Representation of People's Act. You know, right? Representation of People's Act. Okay. So in this act, actually it is restricting. Okay. Before, we don't used to have the restriction. A candidate can contest from as many places as he wants to. Okay. So before, there is no restrictions. But after, in 1996, this has given in section 3, okay, 33, okay. Section 33 they have amended and they have introduced maximum 2 constituencies. Maximum 2 constituencies, not more than 2 constituencies. Okay. So with this knowledge, if we can see the question, see, in India, there is no law restricting the candidates from contesting in one Lok Sabha. Actually, there is a law which is Representation of People's Act 1951. In 1991 Lok Sabha elections, Sridevi Lal contested from 3 Lok Sabha constituencies. At that time, he is Deputy Prime Minister. Okay, so he actually contested from 3 constituencies. But the thing here is, till 1996, anyone can contest from as many constituencies as he can. But after 1996, we cannot. But here, before 1996, in 1991, actually this person, he has contested from 3 constituencies. So this is correct. So remove option 1, okay, and your answer must include option 2, statement 2. As per the existing rules, if a candidate contests in one Lok Sabha elections, okay, from many constituencies, his or her party should bear, like, I mean, see, let's say there are 2 places, okay. In these 2 places, elections, like election expenses are paid by government only. Here also government and here also government. Let's say a person, okay, his name is, let's say Shiva, okay, he has won in both the constituencies. So from one, he has to resign, he has to vacate the seat. Now what this statement is saying is, because of this person only, here by elections are happening, so this party has to bear the expenses. No, here, even if this scenario, government will bear the expenses of this by elections. So this is also wrong, and your answer is option 2. Okay, clear? Fine. Can we keep this session in the morning, because we have also daily test is going on. But actually, morning for me, it's quite difficult task to travel all the way from there to here. So, I mean, we'll see after the session. I'll think about it. Okay. Fine. This is all about this Representation of People's Act and maximum number of places to contest. Understood, right? This one. Okay. Yes, Pawan. Current affairs, I mean, see, call me personally, okay? Thank you, Abhishek. Please do something for the current affairs. Fine. Anything else, guys? Okay. Thanks a lot, guys. I'm wrapping up the session for today. If any doubts, you can ping me in the group, okay? Chalo, then I'm ending the session.